I am futurist Amelia Kallman. Thank you so much for checking out the big reveal, issue number 47. I really enjoyed doing my first TED Talk all about is the metaverse bad for the environment? Also talking about Web3 and sustainability at AWE in Lisbon and delivering the closing keynote at UC Berkeley's Tech Ethics event. Looking forward to speaking at London Business School next week, as well as hosting an event for Red Bull and also Shelton Fleming's Future Hack event. I have lots of new content out, 2 new episodes of XR Star, one about VR and mental health, the other about the future of fashion in the metaverse. And I've also covered Token 2049 in Singapore and have a new 2-part blockchain in the metaverse out about inclusion in the metaverse, which is a great topic to be talking about. So without further ado, let's get started. Shelfy. So families spend $2,000 a year on food that just gets thrown out. And Shelfy is a small, smart, compact purifier that fits in your fridge that can extend your food's shelf life by 12 days. It also cuts down on mold and bacteria and odor, with food waste contributing 10% of CO2 emissions annually, and 1 in 2 fridges polluted with bacteria and mold. Shelfy hopes to offer a low-cost solution. It's currently on Kickstarter with an early bird price of 94 euros. Stability AI. Stability AI's open source code for their text-to-image generative AI model, Stable Diffusion, represents a major breakthrough in AI's creative potential and working with us as humans to create new creative potential. So they plan to release more AI models based on this text-to-image, text-to-video, voice-to-video, voice-to-text model. And they have just reached unicorn status, being valued at over 1 billion and have raised 101 million. And I learned that with AI startups, often their funding rounds are quite high because of the cost of training AI models and that data inside the cloud. So one source says that their AWS bill is already greater than 50 million. Whew, that's big for a startup, I would say. So interesting to see where this is going to go. Shopify are already looking at what this means for the personalization when it comes to retail and what's possible. So going to a website and describing the kind of wallpaper you want or the kind of pattern you want on a jumper or dress, and AI being able to develop it for you and you just being able to buy it immediately. Michelob Ultra. This is a really fun project that was brought to life by Unit 9, and they created a tennis match between John McEnroe and his younger self in the world's first physical versus virtual tennis match. So combining AI, Unreal Engine's metahuman technology, body tracking, and synchronized robotic arms, the real life John played his avatars of his younger self in a broadcast for ESPN2 and ESPN Plus. So the avatars were displayed on court using particle mist screen, which sounds cool. So it was one of the most watched sports events of the year, and both John and Michelob Ultra were the ultimate winners. Vitruvian VR. So I got to admit, I didn't have the guts to try this myself, but it looks amazing. And I would love to see this at some events here in the UK. So this is inspired by Leonardo da Vinci's Vitruvian Man. And it rotates. It gives you a full 360 body experience inside virtual reality. So it really takes flying and driving and gaming simulations to the next level. And because you're in control, there's 100% cohesion between your movements and the VR environments, which means that you won't get motion sickness. You might get it from watching other people do it, but you won't get it when you're inside the experience. Apple Deepfakes. So this was really interesting. The US Patent Office has just granted Apple a patent for deepfakes based on reference images. So ultimately what this could mean is they're putting the power to create deepfakes in the palms of everyone. So the tech uses machine learning to create synthetic images of faces and bodies based on reference images, and then it generates synthetic face and bodies to manipulate it that can be manipulated to changes in expression. And their plans for this patent are not yet known, but we do know that deepfakes is one of the biggest ethical and human rights issues that we are going to be dealing with and already are dealing with in this century. SyncReality. This was one of the coolest things that I saw at Augmented World Expo in Lisbon. So SyncReality is an auto-adaptive design tool that brings any potential hazards from your physical world into your virtual spaces. So this means that we can have a safe and seamless full room VR navigation. Volumetric spatial mapping means that games can adapt to a person's physical environment, and the things that you could run into inside these spaces become virtually represented. So this could facilitate house scale experiences and creations. A version of the tool will be released on a Unity plugin, and it will also be supported by Meta Quest 2 and Meta Quest Pro. Suku. Suku World is an ecosystem of tech builders that connects Web3 communities, powers experiences, incentivizes sustainability, and provides simple tools to onboard users in Web3. Bringing together Web3 games, metaverses, NFTs, and crypto users, Suku is striving to accelerate Web3 adoption by creating a more united and user-friendly Web3 community. It allows users to engage and earn across partners' platforms, connecting participants, digital assets, and protocols. Through gamification, Suku also provides access and unlocks exclusive experiences in the metaverse. TapXR. The TapXR bracelet enables typing without a keyboard. All you have to do is tap your fingers on a solid surface. Users can enter text and commands on any digital device, including smartphones, computers, and AR and VR headsets. Fully compatible with all major operating systems, TapXR uses a combination of motion and visual sensors and AI to accurately detect the finger taps. It's currently available to be pre-ordered at the rate of $249, and it's expected to ship in Q1 2023. Dark data. So more than half of all the data collected is for a single use purpose. And this dark data doesn't go anywhere. It just sits in a data center using up energy. It also contributes to climate change, with stored data generating more global greenhouse gas emissions than the entire aviation industry. A typical data-driven business, like insurance or retail or banking, might generate 2,983 gigabytes of dark data a day. And if that's kept for a year, it has the similar carbon footprint to flying 6 times between London and New York City. Everyone can help by deleting our own dark data, photos, videos, documents, and emails that we no longer need, and also advocating for time limits on data storage. Fairwords. So this has been around for a while, but it was new to me and I thought it was worth sharing. So Fairwords is an AI-powered communication software that works like a spell check, but instead it checks for potentially harmful, offensive, or discriminatory language, helping companies to foster inclusive, compliant, and fair business communications. It identifies problematic words or phrases, gives examples of why it's been flagged to help educate people, and offers alternatives. Anonymous dashboards and analytics provide insights into how teams are communicating, measuring improvements to support a safe, compliant, and ethical workplace. So that is what I have for you this month, and I hope to see you again next month. Take care. Bye.